Welcome back, my fellow duplicants. Today I want to set up yet another remote base. So the remote base I'm thinking about doing is going to be way down here. So it's actually really far away. And what I want to grow down here is waterweed. I think this is going to be a good spot for it. So my thought is that this will be a remote farm, and it'll also get me closer to the bottom of the map where we can explore some other ideas. Waterweed is an important ingredient when dealing with higher tier recipes, and also pinch of pepper plants are also important as well. So I might actually set up a couple of different farms and then have duplicants that actually live and manage those farms. The nice thing about that is we can actually make wild farms and then use a farm station to boost up the growth of those plants. Pretty nice. The second remote base that I want to work on here is going to be the one that is in space. So right over here we can see that we have some obsidian. I'm going to go ahead and dig this out. Hopefully not touch it and bring it back into my base, but I will dig it out. And then I should be able to set up some jet suits there and then go and explore kind of what is the top of the map here where all of this regolith is. That should give me shovels, which means I could also farm shovels potentially either in this biome or maybe one of these other little biomes here. So we can have like a little shovel farm there with a very tiny remote base, kind of like what we're doing with this one right down here. In case you're wondering about all of these liquid reservoirs, I have too much water, so I'm just going to store it up for right now. I'm weighing out this idea of whether or not I want to actually go ahead and try to farm the desert here and actually, you know, build up tiles and whatnot. I think that's a cool project, but I don't think that's a project I'm going to tackle just yet. I do have some methods of how I could build up tiles that I think will actually work out pretty good, but I don't know just yet. Okay, so as it turns out, my cool/geyser right now is going through a dormant cycle. So its next activity is going to be in 11 cycles from now. So either I drop the pump down lower, or what I'd use here is just some of the water that I've built up. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. So I could just build up a large amount and then just suck it away. I don't really need this many liquid tanks, but I just have them for now. A little bit of extra security. All right, let's start off by digging this biome up just right up here. It shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Although the one thing that I have to be careful of here is that the temperatures in this are extremely hot. Look at that, 900 degrees Celsius. Woo! All right, so one challenge I'm facing here is how do I get into this biome down here? There's lots and lots of carbon dioxide, so I don't have any oxygen. So I guess I need to run an Atmos suit just to kind of even get down to this biome. Oh, and these things are doing their weird thing, aren't they? All right, and the reason I have so much carbon dioxide down here is because there's only the carbon skimmer on the right is actually running. The pipe is blocked. I have to kind of do the little bridge trick. Sorry, Ren. I know you're going to step in a lot of polluted water. Ren, come back. You missed a few. All right, so to fix that up, a couple of bridges, just like that should be fine. Just go crazy with it. There we go. That should work. Aha! There we go. Now all 4 carbon skimmers are running. All right, so now to get my duplicants into this spot right down here. Well, I'm definitely piping oxygen just about everywhere. But do I even have enough for all of that? You can see that I'm not really... It's got a little ways to go. We will see. Let's go ahead and just pipe it up. There we go. Well, if I do that number, then we should be able to eventually get some oxygen down here to these Atmos suits. It's a pretty long run, though, for the oxygen. I'm not 100% sure that it's actually going to make it that far. But if I can get down here with some Atmos suits, then we can really kind of dig this out. So then once I get down here, I want to make sure that the farm tiles are optimized. So it'd be something like that, and then I want to come down 4, just like this. And then go down 4 more as well, just like that. And keep repeating that over and over again. That way I can make natural farms. So that pattern's pretty good there. It lands me in several spots where I just have a nice full natural tile all the way across. There is some gaps here and there though. Like, and right here isn't all that great. So I might be able to use like the natural gaps here as spots where my duplicants can run up and down. So if we have a ladder in this spot, there we go, that's 1. A ladder in this spot, there would be another. This spot isn't all that great, but hey, there you go. But you can see in this spot right here, you can go 2 levels for the price of 1. Okay, looks like we're building up a decent amount of water here. I already have some water right down in this spot. I think I might as well just try to move it out of there. That was kind of just a temporary location for all of that water. Let's bring that into the other location. We have to work the pipe spaghetti a little bit, so jump over there, we'll jump over there. Hey, looks like my dupes are making good progress up here, digging away at this obsidian. We do not have space behind here, surprisingly. I thought that would be space, but nope. We're still inside of our main biome. But look at this, we do have this spot right up here. What? Oh, we even got some shovels in there. Ooh. All right. Ooh, even more food. Okay, plan B. This here is going to be a shovel farm right down here. And this up here is definitely going to become our launch pad for our duplicates. So long as it's intact. And if it's not intact, well then we'll build it and make it intact. Keep digging, Ren. That's going to be cool. You can see that the mosaic tiles are back. The mod has been corrected, by the way. Looking at the Draco ranch down here, let's see here. I was going to put a little bit of a heater in here. I think that's a good idea. Where you at, heater? All right, so a space heater right there and a space heater right there. I'm also going to have to shrink this down a little bit here, so let's see here. It's currently 103 and I need to get it back to 96. So I'm going to have a space heater there, one there, and that should hopefully kind of help just keep these pinch of pepper plants at the right level. So next to that, I'm going to throw down a little thermal sensor. We can make that out of gold. Ooh, we can actually put it right there. There we go. and then we'll just plug it in via the power. Boom. How did I lose water? What happened there? That shouldn't happen at all. Okay, so 5 kilograms. The polluter water runs back. Right. If I deconstruct this piece, this whole thing should just continue to run. Unless, of course, we're dealing with high temperatures. Is that what I'm dealing with down here? That's what's going on. That seems like an awful lot of heat all of a sudden. I mean, nothing else is that hot around it. I mean, we're talking 64 degrees here. That's really not that bad. Remember when the water sieve used to be fun to work with and not a pain in the butt? Alright, here we go. Okay, so now this water just isn't even flowing in there. But I didn't change anything. All I did is reconnect the pipe. Oh, of course, the water sieve is backwards. Sorry, dopes, you're getting fried today. I didn't think the water sieve would be the thing that's cooking you, though. Let's give this another try. What? Okay, we're waiting filtration medium. Alright, let's give it some filtration medium. Okay, see the water here? 60 degrees. Let's take a look at that description a little bit closer. I can't because the game's paused. Okay, so the water will be the combined temperature of the input materials, yeah. So how did it end up at 100 degrees Celsius? What's going on there? And how did I end up with 300 degrees Celsius sand? Where did that come from? Are you... What? I would think maybe here, but... I don't know. Let's go ahead and just bury this, just in case. That might explain why it was so hot, somehow. I don't know. Or there's something else going on there that I just don't understand just yet. Which wouldn't be the first time. There we go. Is it running? Yeah. See? And it's working just normal. I don't know how that suddenly exploded. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it came from here. I could not tell you. Alright, Shovels, I'm coming for you, man. I'm gonna be right in this area. And you're gonna love it. Alright, so this should actually be a pretty good biome right here because I don't think the shovel can move through the abyssalite, which is good. The other thing is like metal tiles or obsidian should also work as well. Although doors, apparently according to the wiki here, it should not be built out of copper, aluminum, or iron, unless you're using a pneumatic door. Alright, let's see if this thing continues to operate as intended or if it continues to get hotter. Nope. See, now it's working just fine. All I did is make it out of steel instead of gold amalgam. I don't know what was going on there. That's weird. But maybe it has to do with the equipment temperature thing as well, even though it isn't necessarily telling me. That's my only guesstimation, because I saw the same sort of thing happening with the generators over here. When this was made out of gold amalgam, it was actually outputting at the temperature of the equipment, which we could definitely use to our advantage if you can think about how that actually works. If you kick it out at like 130 degrees Celsius. What's the overheat temperature of this if it's gold amalgam? 125. Well, that's not too far off from actually being able to run a steam turbine. Anyhow, just a thought. Some other things that I'm working on here, I'm emptying out these liquid reservoirs here. So that's actually pumping over here to the right into this spot, which is going through this water sieve, which is made out of gold amalgam, which might be a problem. Let's see here. It goes in at 49, comes out at 55. And what's the temperature of the equipment? 61. All right, well, I don't know. The key thing here is that we're now taking that water from the one spot over there, which is just a storage spot, to another spot over here, which is again another storage spot, but whatever. Lots of water is moving around. I've also been able to pretty much just about clean up this area right down here. So, and if we mop it, then we'll have all of that nice and clean. Although it may be that this just isn't running because there's too much water. There we go, now all 4 of them are running. Yeah, and the temperature is starting to climb a little bit. Not too much though. Not like I was seeing before. Okay, well, the old standby was to make equipment out of gold amalgam, and I'm not sure I stand by that anymore. So hopefully I can chew up this carbon dioxide so that Drandolph here actually has something to breathe. That would be nice. One thing I could do is go ahead and use my little environment pump over here. We could just copy that thing up. Yeah. And then place that down over here just to kind of bump up the oxygen in this area. Boom. Yeah, it's not a perfect blueprint, but it'll work. Oxygen flows out here. And just like that. By the way, thank you guys for all of your support recently here with the Humble Bundle. Absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys are enjoying those bundles. All right, so here we go. We have the Atmo docks set up. So that's good. Do we have power in the area? Hey, you know what? We actually do have power in the area. You know what? I didn't even think about this, but I messed up this little ranch here just a little bit. What I want to do in this ranch is put the storage bin right over here. The reason I want to put it over there is because if we plant from left to right, I end up losing this spot right here. So if I can keep the storage bin right there, not only can the pips empty it, they can grab the seed and do what they need to do, but they can also plant it in the correct order. So I wanted that to be over here. A little tweak, but it actually makes a difference. A Volpop! Alrighty, this is the first time I'm not going to murderize you right off the bat because I want to put you up in this biome right up here. So this should actually work out pretty good because it's abyssalite, and I don't think they can crawl through abyssalite. I'm not 100% sure on this. I don't have a lot of experience with the shovels here, but from the looks of it, so according to the wiki here, we can use metal or obsidian wherever abyssalite is missing. Well, I have a full surrounding spot of abyssalite, so haha. And then if we have airlocked, which are the metal mechanical ones, you don't want to build it out of copper, aluminum, or iron because it'll pass through that. But we're just going to use a pneumatic door, which should be just fine. The other thing is they can't jump, so I should be able to just stick them on a tile. So I'm going to build an iron tile right here, and then that's where I'm going to drop my shovel on top of that. Or my shovel, whatever. Okay, so then on top of that, I'm going to put the critter drop off. And then I need a trap. I need to trap that little sucker. Where are you at, buddy? No, you've already run off, haven't you? All right, so I'll put the trap right there. And then next to that, I'm just going to put a little bit of a dispenser. And we can drop its favorite food right there. Haha. So it likes to eat regolith, which is great for us. It also likes to eat dirt, which is not good for us. Or iron ore. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to put the soil, and I'm just going to drop a little bit of dirt in there. I'll just put like 10 kilograms. Set that to a decent priority. See if we can attract that little guy to that spot. He's close. Come on, little Volpop. Come back. Where you going, bud? Wow, that got cooked really fast, didn't it? My bad. I guess it is kind of hot in this room, isn't it? Woo! 700 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that'll do it. I forgot that it's not a vacuum up here. Don't end up in the trap just yet, bud. I think we need to vent some hot oxygen real quick. That is just a little bit toasty. Oh no, where are you going with that iron? Oh, you're going all the way down here. Well, have fun. That's a long run. I guess I have to use an airlock. We'll make that out of steel. Hopefully this just turns into a vacuum up here and we don't have to worry about it. Go away, heat. Go away. Comfortable range. -150 to 400 degrees Celsius. Surprisingly, that's beyond its livable range. It's that hot inside of here. Woo! All right, so because that plan didn't really work out, let's just go ahead and dig over to this way, and we'll see what this area has to offer right up here. Okay, so you can see these water reservoirs here, and this is actually kind of a interesting like progress bar of just how much water I actually have in my base. And you can see if the numbers is going up or down. I don't know, that's kind of cool. I think it's clear to see that I do have a lot of water. Are you telling me you're overpressured? How are you overpressured? Do I need to do this number now? Man, what is up with this game? It's Friday, let me tell you what. All sorts of weird things are popping up here. Oh no, my bathrooms are overflowing too. Crap. Aha! All right, focusing back on this glossy Draco wrench just for a little while here. If this is below 36 degrees Celsius, then it should run. Aha, which means we should heat up the pinch of pepper plants. It's only about a 2-degree difference, but hey, it all makes a difference. Oh my gosh, look at all these pips I have. It's just insane. What happened to my water over here? This game today. I'm gonna feed it to a volcano. Why? This has worked like 1,000 times in a row and never had any problem at all. All right, so here's my plan for getting rid of all of this stuff here real quick. What I'm going to do is just sweep it into this storage bin and then disable that storage bin. So that way we actually just kind of move this hot stuff out of the way. At least that's my idea. All right, so if I go down here and I just select ore, like obsidian. All right, so I've set this to a priority level of 5 for obsidian and a little bit of gold amalgam here. So now the hopes is that I can go over here and just say sweep priority level 9. And what I hope to do is just pick all of this stuff up and put it over here, which happens to be over the vacuum of space. So therefore, the oxygen in this area, even when I do go through the door, doesn't get introduced to all of this obsidian and start to heat up the temperatures inside of there. It shouldn't be a problem, but hopefully I can just lock away the problem. Maybe. Meep, you want to come up here and sweep that up? Yeah, thank you, but where? Dude, you're going the wrong way. Where are you going with that? Hold up. Priority level 9,000. There you go. Meep. 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 Stop what you're doing. Don't do this to me. There you go. Good job. Let's set this to sweep only then, because that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so that's a good start. Let's just go ahead and go down to raw mineral real quick. Unselect it, reselect it. Don't you dare take that to my other spot in the base. Meep. Okay, we'll do this again. What do you have with you? You have a ton of abyssalite that's super high temperature. And you dropped it right in there. It's all right, it's abyssalite, it should be okay. One more time. Make sure we sweep that. There we go, good job. A little bit more. Okay, now we no longer need that. We can just go ahead and seal away our problems. Sweep it under the rug. And this obsidian right up here, yeah, we're just gonna seal that off too. All right, let's whip this base into shape already. The temperatures up here, you know, they're not too terrible. I wouldn't say they're great, but it's only 14 grams of oxygen, which is not bad. It might be survivable. Once we get up here, definitely going to put down a couple of critter traps. Try to capture these guys and take them into the farm. I don't know where the other one went. It's just gone. All I know is I do have a lot of Dracos running around my base. There's a ton of them. Yeah, and I think I have a few pips too. Golly. I mean, one way or the other, they'll end up expiring inside of here. But my dupes need to do a lot of peeing before anything like what we had before actually works. Quick, destroy the pipe. Nope, you missed it. There we go. Aha! We got some shovel eggs. Let's print that out. We're gonna bring that all the way over here and hopefully things do not explode. Let's put a metal tile in there. Who's dying of starvation? Nicola. Dude, well, I understand. I get hungry too. Get rid of that. We'll put a ore drop of we'll put an ore dropper right up here. We'll drop the eggs onto that. Boom. Problem solved. Hey, they finally gave me that notification. Amazing, my duplicants have managed to breach the surface of our rocky prison. Man, I wouldn't call this a prison. This is like a luxury hotel where things don't always work. I should be careful. The region is extremely inhospitable, and I could easily lose resources to the vacuum of space. You mean like oxygen? The thing that my base is absolutely full of? You can have it. All right, what's the temperature of this metal tile? Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. If we take a look at the temps inside of here, it's so hot. It's just so hot. Well, if the eggs ever crack open, they'll instantly be cooked into an omelet. How about that? Godzilla, man, why are you on fire? And why is this on fire? Are you kidding me? It's a checkpoint. How hot is it down here? Oh, that's some pretty hot abyssalite, isn't it? The door down there, only 175 degrees Celsius, not bad. Nothing like an Atmos suit that's 100 degrees Celsius. Let's put that on. Crap. Why does everything have to be so hot in this base, man? Holy moly, that's hot. All right, hold up. We need to plan 9,000 at this point. Yet another new plan. Here we go. We're just going to take the peat water that's coming off of the natural gas generator here, and then we're going to dribble it over the Atmos suits and exosuits over here, or whatever we want to call them at this point, which means that probably needs to be like that, which means those need to be on airflow tiles rather than mesh tiles, because otherwise it won't work. Where are we at? We'll just convert that one to a mesh tile. That'll work. Eggs. Critter eggs. Let's not forget about this. Shovel eggs. Shovel eggs. Party 9. Right there. You go right there. My dupes are sure taking their time digging this thing out. Who's on fire now? Me? No! Not you. Oh, that's just because you put on the nitro hot suit. What? We must have had some water or something that actually dribbled onto the abyssalite and then turned into steam, and that's how it got so hot. Which means that having this here is probably a bad idea. Ooh, we're gonna leave that random lucky piece of dirt right there. Dupes, you missed a spot. Like, I feel bad for this thermal aqua tuner down here. As hard as it tries, like, it's a constant battle against everything in this entire biome. Yeah, see? Constant. Look at that. So it's trying to cool this whole thing down. Not only that, I never really insulated the natural gas geyser, although I think the thermal energy this thing puts out compared to, I don't know, all of these metal refineries and all of this equipment is nowhere near the same, but it's trying. It's really trying hard. It never stops running. And you know what? It's not doing a half bad job. It's like 50 degrees Celsius there, 66 over here, 68. I mean, it could be better. What about over here? How are we doing in this area? Temperature-wise. Still 50s. It's about as good as it's going to get in most of these biomes, huh? Although it's a beautiful 20 degrees Celsius right here. The middle base looks good. Okay, how are we doing eggs? You just hanging out, incubating? How come there's only 2 of them? I had 3. Dupes. You didn't eat the last egg, did you? Aha, there we have it. All right, so there we have it. Liquid-cooled Atmos suits. Just when you thought you saw it all. This stuff is sand. Ah, crap. I planned that out. Stop digging! I didn't notice that was sand. I looked at that and I thought it was... It's Friday. Crap. That's all right. These plants are only too tall, so I can actually start to plan that out a little bit better. Hey, Ren, you want to build yourself a ladder out of there? That'd be nice. Are you telling me the suits are still that hot? It means I have to actually undock the suit just to cool it down? Yeah. No. Why is it so hot? Aha! There you are! I found you. So you're incubating. Hey, you know what? That's actually a good idea. Ooh, that might be dangerous. But it's happening, so... We definitely have 20 out of 20 in there. Oh, that's right. I had to deconstruct this storage bin, which housed a few pip eggs. Well, glad to see everything's coming together today. Hey, Ren. I found you a snazzy suit. Maybe now you won't be constantly stressed out? I doubt it, though. Let's see here. How many duplicates have I accidentally fried today? Oh, only 7. That's not too bad. All right, let's see if I did this right. So I have a tile, and then I have a 4-gap beneath that, then another tile and a 4-gap beneath that. But I have to be really careful where I dig because some of these have sand up here, so I don't want that to fall down. Just trying to be careful where I dig. I guess the living quarters and everything, that's just going to be right up in this area. All right, I removed that egg, and I'm sending somebody to sweep it up. Its incubation rate is currently at 87%, so hopefully a dupe will pick that up and move it. Oh, okay, hang on. I guess I haven't completed this pipe just yet, so I can take this pipe, and I can flip it. Aha! Ah, crap, I made it the wrong way. No! So if I do this number, the water will flow up here, which means I can refill this. Aha! Which means I may not have so many critters running around. Oh my gosh! Okay, just bridge that up real quick. We'll run it backwards. Deconstruct this little guy. So we can keep planting this. And that's a big fat no! Where you going, water? Oh. Well, then never mind. We'll just continue to pee on them until they drowned. Aha! There we go. We have 3 shovel eggs. Incubating 90, 29, perfect. So I want to put an auto sweeper up here. Wait, where'd the shovels go? I built the traps. Are you serious right now? You're over here? Uh-oh, now my critter drop-off is on fire. Just in time. Okay, so I'm insulating a room full of abyssalite. Let's add this to the list of things I never thought I would say. Now you're down here? Great, wrangle it. All right, there we go. We now have a wrangled shovel right there. We can go ahead and just pick that up. We'll drop it off before it catches fire. Please, please, go quickly. And it's no longer the case. See that, buddy? Yeah, you can't go anywhere, can you? We're just gonna load this up with regolith. And hopefully that's cool enough so that I don't keep catching fire. Technically, we're cooling with regolith now. I don't think this is doing anything, but I'm just trying stuff. You know what this room needs to cool down? It needs some wallpaper. Sedimentary rock, there we go. Priority level, please. Please make that drip. No! The other one escaped. Crap, where'd it go? Oh, come back here. Aha! Found you, sucker. And where's your buddies over here? I know you're here. I can't see you yet, but I will find you. Anybody else? Oh no, I did it over the save. Oh no! Oh, how many things did I just try to wrangle right there? Surprisingly, none. Oh, that's interesting. And hey, look, the cool slush geyser decided that it actually wants to work now. Thank you, cool slush geyser. I knew you could do it. Ah, you see that? The sedimentary rock is quite a bit cooler. Something's just absorbed a lot of the heat here, like the ladders and whatnot, which I can't click on. Okay, stop jumping in the way, dupes. So that's like 100 kilograms of stuff. That is 500 degrees Celsius. Now, there we go. Adding a little bit more mass to kind of get rid of some of the heat. That should help. Who's on fire? Kenzilla. Dude, we have a liquid-cooled Atmos suit checkpoint, dude. It's liquid-cooled, and it's still catching fire. Holy moly, this is just the hot... Is it flowing past this door over here and then touching that? Or is this door just that hot? Man, something got cooked over there and it's just not going away. My lovely... What are you doing up here without an atmosphere? How did you even manage that? What happened out? I'm gonna wrangle you up and I'm going to eat you. What a punk. Frying my dupes. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're... We can get rid of this. We don't need that. Why did I not wrangle that in the first place? That's because I read this right down here. Critters and feeders might be able to catch an escapee someday. Why did I even read that? Why is that even written there? Oh no, somebody help Nicola. Dude, you get fried. Okay, dupes, we need more cots. Just everywhere. How many critters do I have now? Oh geez, we went up to 100 and I now have 67 pips. This is escalating quickly. Oh, well you're free again? Bat bull? Oh, somebody wrangle this punk up. Get him out of here. Somebody who's not on fire. Oh no, there we go again. Okay, so before I was rudely interrupted about a dozen times, the equipment I want to put right down here is the Robo Miner. That way, when these guys eat some stuff like regolith and whatnot, and then they poop out dirt, we'll automatically dig it up so it isn't, you know, it doesn't hang out there. I'll just make sure to flank it from both sides so that we have no blind spots. So there we go. Hopefully, this made of steel will be high temperature enough to withstand this, this environment, which is basically a non-environment. Somehow, it's still incredibly hot, so whatever. I mean, I get that it's still hot. That makes sense why it's still hot, but ignore me. It's Friday, I don't know what I'm saying. All right, well, that's the time limit there. I spent about 3 hours on this and did not make quite as much progress as I would have liked here, but at least we do have some shovels right here that are actually able to, you know, consume things like regolith and kick out a good amount of food from that, so that'll be real nice. Not only that, that'll provide me a nice spot to get rid of the extra regolith once I actually get farther up into space. This biome right here, or at least I'm going to call it a biome, will be a great launch pad for our duplicates to kind of go in here, jump into jet suits, and then fly off and build spaceships and stuff. I like that. That'll be cool. However, today really did uncover quite a few challenges that I just wasn't expecting. This here was hot, but I kind of knew this would be hot. Not really an unsolvable problem. It was just a hot environment. And this one right down here kind of surprised me. I think the temperature over here was just hot enough to where it heated up everything else, and I'm still having temperature problems with the atmosuits, even though I'm trying to water cool it. So I think it just has to do with this just outputting very, very small amounts of water, and the fact that the water might actually be making the problem worse because it's thermally conducting from this mechanized airlock. But we'll see. I'll try to fix it up here and see where that goes. Did make some errors as far as digging this out, but it looks like I still will have many different spots where I can plant up all of the water weeds right down here. So it should still be quite productive once I'm finally done with it. But there you have it, guys. We're making progress. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little episode here of Oxygen Not Included. If this looks like the channel for you, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, guys. Peace. Brothgar out.